Ugh. Um, this video is about setbacks in recovery from an eating disorder. Um, because I had many, and I know some other people that are going through some setbacks right now in their recovery. Things that make you, you want to recover, but things that make you just want to give up because it's really, really hard to get through. And one of the things that was the hardest for me was a setback was when I was refeeding myself, um, putting back nutrition in my body, and gaining weight, gaining the strength that I needed. And usually, whenever you are at such a low weight, or you're depriving your body of nutrients. I mean, you can even be at a healthy weight, but you're really starving yourself, and your organs are shrinking and shutting down, and your stomach is shrinking because you're not feeding yourself properly. When you refeed, you get a big bloat, a big stomach, and it seems to last for a long, long time, because mine lasted 2, 3, 4 months. I mean, I don't really remember. I know it was a long time. It just felt like 2 years to me that I was bloated, and I looked pregnant, I guess. But it was one of the hardest things for me to do, and it really set me back. I was like, do I really want to recover? Because I didn't, you can't see in the future all the time. You think that eating, you're gaining this weight, and this is what your stomach looks like since you've eaten, and it's so triggering. You look at yourself in the mirror, and it just, shirts that you want to fit can't fit. It's because your stomach's just bloated and everything. And my best advice is to just refeed slowly. A lot of the time, the bloat comes from just trying to stuff nutrition in so fast, and I believe that's what a lot of treatment centers do. They begin with such drastic changes in your meal plan that they just stuff all this food in you, and when you gain weight, they send you home. I mean, I feel like that's what I've seen a lot of people talk about in videos, or just tell me in general, that with treatment centers, it's more about the physical part, and that's not what an eating disorder is about. But it sure does set us back, because of those kind of things. But one of the best things that worked for me was refeeding slowly. Figure out foods that you can handle at that time. Maybe like if you're eating certain amounts of fruits, introduce newer fruits that are a little bit harder to eat, like sometimes bananas, papaya, stuff like that are bigger, that have more calories in them and more nutrition. Introduce more vegetables that you might be afraid of, like potatoes. Just take it one step at a time. And eating the right foods is very important when you're refeeding, because those first foods that you get into your system are the foods that are going to be repairing your body. Now, there's nothing wrong with refeeding and introducing foods like cookies and ice cream and stuff like that. That's all great too, because we need those challenges. But it's really important to refeed with very healthy things like fruits, vegetables, lean meats, nuts, all the cheese, all this variety of stuff, and it needs to be healthy, because these organs are relying on very, very vital nutrients like minerals and vitamins and stuff like that you can also get from a vitamin, but food is so much better because it absorbs in the body, and it's going to repair that damage. And as for the stomach with the bloat, refeeding slower helps, but you're still going to have to go through that. And what you have to remember is that this will pass. Everything passes, and recovery is worth it. And those 2 to 3 months will seem so small compared to the year or two that you find yourself after recovery, like I have. The year and 4 or 5 months that I've been in recovery, my stomach isn't like that anymore. I'm normal looking now. I'm a healthy, well, before I got pregnant, a healthy, thin, just that normal, average, healthy, thin. And to say that about myself now feels refreshing. I don't feel like, I have to be an emaciated thin to feel good about myself. Being healthy, is good because I can get on here and make videos. I can go outside and just do whatever I want. I don't have, because we often think that recovery gives us setbacks, but the eating disorder actually gives us setbacks. I don't have those setbacks anymore because I made it through, and you can too. So just don't rack up excuses. Just take it one day at a time. Introduce new foods and just try to stay positive in all this because you can do it. I know if I did it, you can do it. So that's just my advice for that. So I hope everybody's doing well. Talk to you later.